2 years ago in 2017, I made a video, mistakes to avoid for international students. Now, it was a video to give an advice on, based on some of the mistakes that I made or I have seen people make. So you can either try and avoid those mistakes or find new ways of dealing with some of the challenges. Now, that video was, very well appreciated, and I thank you for all the love. I have learned a lot of new things, and there are a few mistakes that I've made and I've seen people make, which I want to talk about in this video. So this is very important for anybody coming to Ireland for either studying or working, and it's just good to know. Here's about karma, right? I personally believe that if you do good things will happen to you. As an immigrant, it is very important to understand, understand the place you're going to, either for studying or working or living. Right now, when we move from one country to another, the place where we go has a certain system in place, has a set of rules, has a culture, a lifestyle, a way of living, and it is very important when you move to that country to understand all of this. And this is just to show the respect you have for the place, because when you move to a country, it is important that you integrate. And this video is about following some of these things, because I have seen in the last couple of years that it is very important as an immigrant to respect the place you are living, where you work, and you want to have a good time. So first is volunteering. Now, in my previous videos, I have recommended, even when it comes to job search, that volunteering is very important to have on your CV. Now, if you think about volunteering, apart from jobs, it's a very good way of going and giving back to the community, right? So, when you come to a new country, you don't know a lot of things you have to figure out. The more you go out and try to integrate, the more you know and more you learn, right? One of the ways of doing that is volunteering. Now, how does volunteering help is, there are some issues for which there's a lot of volunteering work that is, in demand, and you can always go and participate. You're all in that way, you're always helping for a good cause, but at the same time, you're meeting new people, and you're getting some experience, which could also help you make your CV look better and get a job, right? That's how karma works. Second thing is to compare and complain. Now, what I mean by this is, when you move from one country to another, you would have a lot of new experiences, and a lot of experiences are good, it's fun, but there are a few bad experiences. Now, when you have bad experiences, now what do you do is very important. Now, some people, like I have done this before, that some people would complain, of course, and start comparing that with where they come from. So I would sit down and say, oh, this was so good in India, it's really bad here. Oh, Ireland is not good at this, whereas India is great at this, right? And that is pointless and completely wrong. I mean, there could be things which are really good, but the first thing to remember is, every place has some good and bad things, okay? And there's no point in comparing and saying this was better there than what it is here. It's instead, if really there is a problem and you can know how to fix it, then maybe you can find a way to fix it. Maybe come up with a solution, find the right people, and suggest something, recommend something. That's a good thing to do, instead of saying, oh, India is better than Ireland with this. It doesn't really help, and it's pointless. Please don't do that. Third one is the most important one in my opinion, which is, understanding the system of the country you're traveling to, the rules and regulations, and following those. It is very important, as it shows the respect you give to the country you live in, right? So, for example, now when I came here in Ireland, I got to know a lot about simple things such as bins, right? So in Ireland, you'd find different types of bins, like there is a recycling bin, there is a general waste bin, and so on, right? This may be a very small thing, But following that is also important, because that's how the system is in place. In fact, there's a website which actually tells you what goes in which bins. And I've put that in the link because it is important, although it's a very small thing. Or be it when let's say you drive and you get a car, then following all the traffic rules is very, very important. You cannot just not follow them, as sometimes I have done back home, which is not a good thing to do anyway. But it's really important to understand all the rules and follow them. I really, really, really recommend this. Fourth one is my personal best, which is meet new people, people from different culture, from different backgrounds, from different countries. It's always good to learn when you travel this far. And just live happily, try to respect people as well. It's very important. And this is why I call this video karma, because when you do good things come back to you. And I hope that people would take something from this video. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I'll be sharing a lot of information, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I will try and get back to you. Thank you.